Family, welcome to another episode of Financial Freedom. I am your accompaniment on this journey. Derek Brown. I almost forgot my own name. Crazy. Anyway, so we have a great show for you today. As you know, it is Women's History Month, and of course, we've had some fire ladies on here before that was bringing you all types of great knowledge and wisdom. But we have another one I'm going to bring you, and she's from Austin, Texas. She graduated from Texas State University. Then she came to Atlanta, went to SCAD, that's Savannah College of Art and Design. Then she also became a strategist in advertising, traveling around the country, helping banks and other companies rebrand. Then she's working with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution now as a customer experience product manager. I mean, she just has a wealth of knowledge and experience, and I'm really, really happy to be here for her to be here. But before I introduce her, I gotta say thank you to people who watch first. I gotta say thank you for those who've been tuning in. Y'all know we started March 2020, and it was in the midst of a pandemic. We were trying to provide inspirational and information to people that needed something to get them going, being locked in, and it was difficult. But you all stuck with us, and we went from one show to over 35 shows, from 10 million views to 45 million views internationally. And it's because of you that we're still here. So I have to say thank you. So like, share, subscribe at The Hope TV. One word, all caps, at The Hope TV. Now let's get back to this woman who is pretty awesome. Her name is Samantha. And oh man, this is going to be good. Ladies and gentlemen, our expert for the evening, for the day, for the afternoon, whenever you're watching, Samantha.
Hi, thank you for that amazing introduction.
Look, I'm trying to keep it together. Okay, so Miss Samantha Johnson, um, you have a product coming out that I want to make sure I highlight because there are so many different things going on, and the focus of the show is financial innovation, and you are doing exactly that. So tell us about this new thing you got coming out. Let us know about it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So it's called mindful budgeting, and it started out with just a little idea and honestly out of desperation. So I was in grad school.
Okay.
Okay, that's how literally everything like starts out, right? So
Hey,
yeah, I was
no
in
matter.
grad school. And I was just wondering, like, why I could never keep money in my pocket, basically, and just wondering where my money
That
was
is
going.
interesting.
So I just got tired of it, and I made an Excel spreadsheet. And I'm just a very visual person, so I made the Excel spreadsheet, but I wanted to know like how much money I was going to have in my bank account after everything
Mm,
was calculated, and then
right.
know when I would potentially be overdrawn. And I really thought I was onto something. And I was like, okay, if it's helping me, I wanted to also help other people too. And so I reached out to my really good friend. His name is DeQuinn Wankwo. And he was so interested. He's like, yo, I want to be in it. Like, let's do it. We have to do it together. And so ever since then, we've been really just trying to make that app better and just like make it better than what it is right now. And then we brought in a developer. His name is Adrian McDaniel. And now all three of us, we're just trying to make sure that the app is where it needs to be so that we'll be able to launch. So it's like I said, it's called Mindful Budgeting. And we just basically give you like daily budget each day. And then that way you can be
Okay.
able to figure out, like what you can actually spend, right? And then we have a
Wait,
calendar
hold on a
view.
minute. So
Go
you
ahead.
you give
Yeah.
them a budget?
Yeah, yeah. So we do the budget based off of your recurring expenses. So it's really awesome. We use this app that's
Okay.
called Plaid, right? And what
Okay.
it does is it'll take
Don't be
all
giving up
our
all your secrets now. I don't want you to get hit from intellectual property. Don't be coming back like, yo,
no,
Derek, I
no.
told you on the show, man, and they got me. Mm-mm.
I'm just saying we didn't want to deal with any information, and Plaid is
Right.
amazing. We don't have to
Okay.
take in any information, nothing like that. So a lot of
Got
big
you.
companies start to use Plaid now. I'm just giving them a little shout out because I really do appreciate what
Okay.
they did
All right.
for people
All
like
right.
me.
Fair. I got you. All right. Word.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. I like it. So that is literally innovation. There is so much time we spend on our phones. I'm literally, recording the show from my phone. Good, bad, or ugly. That's exactly what's happening right now. So, that's incredible. So I've heard people say before, necessity is the mother of all innovation, right? You said it while you were in SCAD that, look, I was trying to figure out where my money went.
That's it.
Um, when you came up with budget mindfully, was it this idea that uh were you intending to brand yourself, or was it just something that kind of was like, hey, this is what I'm doing now. This is a thing. I did a thing.
Yeah. So it just really became a thing. I do a lot of projects, and yeah, I do a lot of projects, and this one has been just really near and dear to my heart. And like I
Hmm.
said, I have two other people who work with me, and we have another person,
Hmm.
Jessica Lopez, and she did the brand for us, and she's like one of my really good
Right.
friends.
Hmm.
It's just, the people who I know, and then we still have our full-time jobs. So it's just like what we
Right.
can do to get things done. And I'm really thankful because we've been working on this project for about 2 years, and it's only been like
Oh,
3 to 4 people really working and just hustling on it. And we just really
right.
want to own it. We want to make sure that
Yeah.
all of the right design and also the back end, all the
Mhm.
coding work is correct. We're dealing with people with financial information, like
Yeah,
the
that's
information that we
kind of
give you needs to be right, okay?
right. Right. That's mm-hmm. Because I love God, but I'll get on you about my check. So
What's
it's
up?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for real. So so let me ask you this, right? How do you how do you define yourself, for lack of a better word? Because when I look at your experience, it's kind of like you're creative. But on the other
Yeah.
hand, you also have this financial piece and strategy piece that almost kind of suggests a, a I don't want to say creatives aren't strategic. I'm not saying that. God forbid. But it looks like you
Right.
have
Don't
a very
compare.
technical, I know, right? Um, it looks like you have a very technical side too that
Yes.
allows for a lot of strategy and discipline. How would you define yourself?
I'm glad that you asked that because I would say that honestly, I've now been able to come to terms with like my two styles of my brain. So I have like this left
Okay.
brain, right? Yeah. So I have
Okay.
like the
Like
left
two
brain
styles. All
where
right.
I'm
All right. I see.
super technical. And
Okay.
then I have this right brain where I'm very creative. And so whenever I was
Hmm.
young, my mom, she just had me in all of the sports, all of dancing, just all of the extracurricular activities. So I was active
Right.
24/7 in my childhood. So I thank my mother for that.
Okay.
And also, she told me that
Mhm.
I can literally do anything. So
Okay.
with that and having all that confidence that she instilled in me and me, taking a lot of leadership roles in church, always just standing up for people, working in nonprofits. I always just wanted to be a problem solver. So with being a problem
Okay.
solver, you have to figure out what is functional and then look at
Hmm.
how you can actually create an impact for others. And then that's whenever
Right.
you start using the tools that you know to start designing. And that's how I approach my life. I just want to make sure everyone's having a good time, but then also that what I do is very functional and very helpful for others. So that's where all like the technical side comes into play because I love Excel spreadsheets. Yet I also love to be super creative and
Don't
and
don't
just
don't
be
be
on that
personal here.
side. So
Who, who says that? Who says they love Excel spreadsheets? Like
I love
seriously.
Excel spreadsheets.
Don't, oh my God.
I
Oh my
just like
brain.
organization. That's basically where it comes from.
I mean, I like to organize too, but I ain't hopping on Excel like, oh my God, +4 equals the two with the nah. That's a whole formula. You're talking about a whole formula.
Give
I
me
ain't
the
doing that.
formulas. I need it.
You you can have it. You can have it. So with all that being said, right? So you just said, I still work a full-time job. Me and my team is still doing things. We have a huge hustle and grind mentality right now, especially my millennial generation Z, a little bit of Generation X before us. Would you describe yourself as an entrepreneur? Is that how you would describe yourself?
Definitely. Oh my goodness, definitely. Oh man. So I, I I'm over here like lost for words right now because my family, on my dad's side, man, they are the hustlers. Like my
Right.
dad, he's amazing at what he does at his craft, and he tints windows, and he's been doing that for so many years, and he knows so many people. It's all about networking,
Right.
And then my aunt, who also lives here in New York. I mean, I do have an aunt who lives in New York City, which I love, and I have an aunt who lives here in Atlanta.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
She's a hustler. Like she's the ultimate hustler, and she has like the most beautiful spirit. So, like couple that with my dad's side, and then on my mom's side, my mom is the plug for everything. So whatever that you need, she can literally get. Like my
Love it.
mom's amazing.
Like,
She's
mama,
awesome.
my tires are flat. Go look in my purse. Just go look in my purse. There's some tires in my purse.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all about just
Gotcha.
knowing everybody, but like really about a relationship. And so it's really how you make people feel. And as long as you can just be helpful towards others, like then people can really see what you can do and what you can provide, and the rest will come.
Is that?
God will put
Let me ask you
that in
about
your
that.
path.
Let me ask about that because we've had several shows before, and we've kind of had mixed reviews. I'm going to ask two questions. Was it because of your background and being around your mother, your father, these hustlers, these people who had these great relationships, that said, I have to have, I'm gonna go follow this spark because a lot of people have good ideas, right? And but
Mhm.
we've all heard the common phrase of the most wealthy place in the world is the graveyard, where all the ideas went with the people who died, who never used them.
Yeah.
So do you think it was that background that really prompted you to go chase after this app to really make this other app happen?
Yeah, man, it's in my blood, Like entrepreneurialism is definitely in my blood, and it's just the people that I surround myself with too, like my friends and my
Hmm.
family, my loved ones, it's just the people who have a
Yeah.
drive to really make a change. And so I feel like it is an innate fear that you have, but also you can learn it too.
Hmm.
Just because maybe you're not around those like your family members who probably don't have that drive doesn't mean that you can't have that
Right.
drive. It's just really surrounding yourself around people who just want to do better, and that's the people who I surround myself around. And I definitely would
Hmm.
love to be around people who just want to make their environments better. I love that.
With that being said, do you personally believe that everybody should be an entrepreneur?
Um, I'm gonna say no. I like one. Obviously, you can do that, but also it's not for everyone too. A lot of people are comfortable with where they are, and I think that's fair. It's up
Right,
to them, to make that choice. I
right,
believe everyone can definitely be one, but should everyone
mm,
be one? No, I don't think that's like a need, because also we need people who are going to do the work for us too. We need those people who
very true,
are
very true,
down
very true.
with, being on the ground doing that. But also we need people like the entrepreneurs who are more of the
Right.
strategizing proponents of the idea itself.
So, not everybody's an entrepreneur. Do you think everyone should brand themselves?
Yes, definitely. Especially right now, man. Like we are talking like through video camera at the moment. You have to brand
Right,
yourself, and you have to be okay with who you are too. And I know that's really hard because we got Instagram and all these other social
right.
media that will kind of, deter you from really wanting to be yourself because maybe you didn't get all these
Right.
likes or something. So
This is true.
important to, yeah, right, it's really important to just sit with yourself in that silence, like peace, be still, sit with yourself and just really understand what is it that I want. And even if I don't want that, or if I don't know what I want, God, please
Mm.
just like lead me in the way that is best for me. Like we don't know anything, so I think it's just really important to have an open mind.
I saw a meme the other day. Speaking of Instagram, I saw a meme the other day that said, "We are a sad generation with happy pictures."
Oh,
and and it spoke to this idea, like it was like wow, like it's, but it spoke to this idea that sometimes people be fronting on the gram and really they're not really being themselves. But it was
I
just, it
know.
was a lot. It kind of hit me like wow, like wow. But
No, honestly,
yeah.
it's true. That is
Wow.
very true. I think it just comes from some of our insecurities, and
Hmm.
we want to be keeping up with the Joneses, but the grass is not green on the other side. We all know this. Um,
Right.
I just hope that we can all just start retreating into ourselves and really trying to understand who we are as a person and then share that
Mhm.
gift because we all have gifts to share. We don't have to be like everyone else just to get these likes. So
Right.
I just hope that when people are rebranding themselves is that they look within and not look out to share what's already there.
I think it's interesting because basically what you're saying is people are going to brand themselves on purpose or an accident,
Yeah.
and you should really do it on purpose if that's going to be
Exactly.
the case. Um,
Yeah, tell your own narrative.
right. Let me ask you that though. I find that some creatives on their journey to financial freedom have a hard time kind of monetizing their skill set, right? What I find is that sometimes they're because when you're creative, it's just part of your fabric. It's kind of just what you
Mhm.
do. And I've noticed some people like I may look at you and go, yo, man, like if you hadn't come over and reorganized my garage the way that you did, I would have never found my car. Like it would have never happened. And you may go find him or her, and she has this massive knack for strategic thinking and organization, but it's so ingrained in that person they don't even see it until someone else calls it out. How do you
Mm-hmm.
go about that kind of when do you make that leap from saying I'm really good at this to monetizing something? Because you made that leap. You went from I love Excel spreadsheets to I'm gonna make this into an app. Like when did you say this needs to be an app? Like where's that leap in there?
Oh my,
Like
it
you see what
was
I'm saying?
it was immediately after I started seeing success in my own bank account, honestly, and I knew that it should not
Oh,
stay with me at all. Like this is something that would be definitely impactful for others. So it wasn't
okay.
more of like me being afraid. It was just more like, yo, everybody needs to have this. Like this needs to happen at the moment right now.
Okay.
And then I just, did some research. I did research on like a subscription platform. And
Yeah.
so what we're going to
Okay.
do is just have like the first month for free. And then this month, that's
Mhm.
whenever we'll start paying.
I gotta get
So
hooked.
yeah, exactly. Gotta get them hooked yet first. And then also gotta let them see if they like it or not. And like
Right.
I'm making this
Right.
for the people. I'm not making it for me. This is not for me. I just want to make sure that it can impact
Mhm.
others.